are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Thursday the 23rd of October 2025. It is 31 days after the fall equinox. It is 59 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the second day of Brumaire, the day of the céleri, the celery. The sun rises today at 7:16 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:40 p.m. The sun sets today at 6:03 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 6:31 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:03 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 31 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 4% full at midday. The moon reaches its monthly apogee at 7:31 p.m. The first quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 29th of October. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the morning, low tide, 5:35 a.m., 24 centimeters. Near midday, high tide, 11:54 a.m., 1 meter 68. In the evening, low tide, 6:10 p.m., 9 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, scientists reported this week that the population of North Atlantic right whales has shown a slight increase. Having been hunted nearly to extinction during the whaling era, their numbers are extremely small, an estimated 384 animals. That's 8 more whales than last year's count. They remain endangered and are at risk from entanglement in fishing gear and from collisions with ships. But they have been under federal protection for many years, and major conservation efforts seem to be having a positive effect. Right whales migrate through our waters twice a year. Their calving grounds are off Florida and Georgia, and their best feeding grounds are to the north, off New England and Canada. Commemorations. On this day in the year 4004 BCE, at 6 p.m. precisely, the world was created, at least according to the calculations of James Ussher. Ussher was the Archbishop of Armagh and Primate of all Ireland from 1625 to 1656. On this day in 1868, Emperor Matsuhito of Japan declared the beginning of the new Meiji era. This marked the end of the Tokugawa shogunate, which had ruled Japan since 1603, and the restoration of rule by the emperor. It also marked the beginning of Japan's rapid modernization. After his death, Matsuhito would be known as the Meiji Emperor. After World War II, the new peace constitution of Japan once again relegated the emperor to ceremonial head of state. On this day in 1947, the NAACP sent a plea to the newly formed United Nations to take action to address continuing racial injustice in the United States. It was entitled, "An Appeal to the World, a Statement on the Denial of Human Rights to Minorities in the Case of Citizens of the United States of America, and an Appeal to the United Nations for Redress." It was drafted by W.E.B. Du Bois and a team of lawyers and scholars. Given that the United States sat on the Security Council, along with the colonial powers Great Britain and France, it is sadly not a surprise that the United Nations took no action. Today we remember the scientist Tetsuya Fujita, born on this day in 1920. He came to the United States from Japan at the age of 33 to conduct weather research at the University of Chicago. His field was mesometeorology, the study of mid-size weather phenomena. In 1970, he proposed a system for assessing the strength of tornadoes. Known as the Fujita scale, it assigns a rating of F0 through F5. The rating can be determined either by measuring wind speed or by examining the damage left behind. Finally, today is the day when the Swallows leave Mission San Juan Capistrano in California, bound on their annual southern migration 6,000 miles to Goya Corrientes, Argentina. Thousands of cliff swallows depart all at once, a stunning sight. It also happens to be the feast day of St. Juan Capistrano, who history tells us was actually not a good man. But there we are. The swallows return on March 19th. And that is the Observatory, Thursday the 23rd of October, 2025.